Oh, didn't see you guys there. Welcome back. Boy, I hope this bloody camera is focused on my face. Because as you can see, I'm a freaking professional podcaster now. Yeah, I am actually, because I forgot to plug the microphone in. Yeah. Alright guys, no, I'm so much a professional, I don't even need to stop podcasting right now, honestly, right? See, I know so much about tech things, right? That I know I have such a high quality podcast that I can... Booyah! Does this thing work? I hope so. Fucking hope you can I bloody hope you can hear me. No swearing allowed on the podcast going on to YouTube. Oh no! That's right. No. Set going into wall. Flickering lights. Oh, I forgot. It's a podcast. You guys are probably just listening. And probably think that I'm just some crazy guy. Yeah, which you're not wrong, honestly. But this is the most effort I've actually put in to a podcast so far. So I want everyone to go down into the comments and put like a clappy emoji or something. Thank you. And I'm talking to you, person that's actually giving me the only view 10 years from now, possibly. Maybe only 1 year. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Destiny is a funny thing. Speaking of destiny, I have been having lots of thoughts about how stuff just like works out well in the end for you. You know, if something happens, right, and then you're like, well, just then didn't know what to say. Bugging me dead. Guess what? Now, as a result of that pretty big poo-poo of my brain, I now get to focus a little bit more, you know? The next podcast, I'm going to come into it a little bit more prepared. I'm going to be like, well, maybe I should be better at knowing what the heck to say. You know? Maybe I should get better at reading my dot points that I have. That's right. I've written down on my notebook, be an unafraid Archie. That's like authentic and stuff. And I think I'm unafraid. I'm a little bit scared of this camera pointing at me. It's a little bit like, oh my god, don't shoot me. Oh, it's shooting. It's a camera. Who would have guessed? Right? But yeah, been having lots of those things happen. Maybe that's just what happens when you look on the bright side of life, because something always comes from something. Because when you take one opportunity, that's when you really start to see the most of life. So basically, if you decide to go out to lunch, right? That's when you see all the things that could come from not going for lunch. But if you don't go for lunch with your friend, then you also see all of the things that could happen that don't happen from you going to lunch. Both of which are quite good, right? Hot damn. Maybe that's why you're supposed to not worry too much and just make a decision, you know? Don't second guess yourself. Huh, that's what George Ezra guy was talking about, eh? That's like every song ever. It's like, ba-da-da-ba-ba, make a decision, and now I feel sad. but also I feel really happy because of other things that happened to us. Woo, 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 woo. I fuck my pet pig on the weekends. Oh, that bit usually doesn't happen. I was going pretty strong. I was gonna say mother, but I live in Tasmania, and that would be weird. Yeah, would be weird. So good stuff, guys. Improv song within first 5 minutes. Oh boy, this is it's like doing a stand-up set, like a plank, right? Because at the moment I'm just like, all right, surely that's been like 20 minutes already, right? 20 minutes of podcasting. Oh my god, this is kind of freaking scary. The camera's gonna shoot me, and then I guess I'll get better at it. And you just gotta go down a path, right, and just see what happens, and hope that something good happens. Like, I really hope that I turn the camera on. Please. Otherwise, I'm gonna give it a second shot, and I guess I would be better with that second shot, you know? You know? Hey? How's that sound? Check out my shield. It's part of my set. I always knew this would be good for something. I've had it since I was 7. Whenever I'm talking about me when I was younger, I'm like, 8 doesn't really sound right. 6 doesn't really sound right. If you do an odd number, it sort of just sounds like childhood. Like, it could be like any of the ages in childhood. So I always go 7 or 9. Maybe 11. Usually 7 or 9. Yeah, always. When I was younger. Back in the day, when I was in primary school, I was 7 or 9. Hello, how do you do? It turns out that the camera was full, and like the card thing was full that takes the footage, and my half an hour, like 35-minute podcast, it got like nicely edited down to the first 7 minutes that I recorded, and that has made me disabled. Too disabled, in fact, to do any more podcasting, actually. So, sorry guys, you're just gonna have to fucking not watch the podcast that you were watching anyway. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say.